It's a brand new year and another iPhone release. And if this is the first time you're watching my channel, I'm not going to talk about specs too much. This is my real world review. And this is giving you my opinion of this device and if you should make the purchase decision or not based on my experience over this past month. The iPhone Pro Max has been my main phone since I switched to the iPhone about 5 years ago. Before that, I was Android full time, and before that, I was Pocket PC. And back then, I always wanted the biggest screen possible. And now that I'm older, I'm on the phone less. One thing I do care about more than anything is battery life. And for an iPhone, the only way to get amazing battery life is to get a bigger screen. This wasn't the case last year, as the Pro Max actually didn't have great battery life at all. And if you wanted the best battery life, you had to go with the Plus version, but you did lose out on some of the Pro features. This year, Apple has changed the thermals and the chip is more efficient, but we are getting way ahead of ourselves in this review. So let's rewind a little bit and start from the beginning. The yearly iPhone release is usually a lot about software stuff and not too much hardware. The newest iOS, which this year is iOS 18, and couple that with the brand new Apple Intelligence. But the weird thing is that Apple Intelligence was not shipped with this phone, and it's set to come out at a later date, so we're stuck with just a software update on a phone that is designed for AI. But there are some things about this phone that are really good and some subtle changes that makes it a new phone. I'm not saying get rid of your 15 and go to the 16, but I did cover those two phones in a comparison battle linked down below. So the new 16 has the biggest screen. Without making the phone bigger, they were able to shrink the bezels, and they are very thin now, which is really impressive. But when using the phone day to day, as a Pro Max user, this isn't anything that I noticed since our eyes adjust pretty quickly. They did add this all new camera control button on the side of the phone, and to be honest, it takes an adjustment to learn how to use it. You know, I will use it to launch the camera quickly, but when using it to zoom in and out and also do all the features, I gave up trying. I never found a good rhythm on how to use this little capacitive button. The action button isn't anything new, and honestly, I don't think it has changed much, but I am using it a whole lot more. So check this out. I have the button set up. When I press and hold it, it launches several different actions that I use my phone. So for example, I can press AI and then it would take me straight into ChatGPT. Or I can press and hold and I click on Torch and it takes me to the flashlight. So there are different ways you can use the action button depending on how much you dive into it. Mine just launches a series of shortcuts that I modified. But I will give a shout out to Super Actions. That's what I'm using. Links down below from there, but I definitely modified it to fit me. Quick break from our sponsor, Taurus. Meet the OSTAN 360 spin case designed to keep up with your life and your phone. One case, 4 functions. Whether you're streaming your favorite content, taking your perfect shot, or staying productive, this case has you covered. It has MagSafe compatibility to keep everything connected, while the upgraded 360 stable stand offers hands-free use from every single angle. It's not just stylish, this case offers protection you can trust with a 12-foot drop-proof security, raised edges for added safety, and a comfortable hand feel with its grainy leche textured body. And for those who want the ultimate screen protection, the Glass Go X screen protector has you covered. It's made for the iPhone 16 and its smaller bezels. It's a simple 2-step installation. Snaps on effortlessly, providing you 100% coverage and military-grade scratch resistance. With Taurus accessories, your iPhone would not only look good, but they would also last longer. So why settle for anything less? Are you ready to upgrade your iPhone's protection? Click on the link down below and use the code for an exclusive discount on the OSTAN 360 spin case or the Glass Go X screen protector. Okay, let's get back to this iPhone 16 Pro Max review. We got to talk about a few more things. So enough with the physical stuff of the phone because it's really not that many changes, but also there's not a lot to talk about on the performance since the actual phone doesn't have the AI. It has this beefy new hardware that's going to be great, but it's not available yet. So there's a big chunk of this review that is going to be missing because I can't talk about it, but I will do another video when it becomes available. I will say, however, I am using the beta version of it. As you can see, we have it right here. And yeah, like even the beta version, there's a lot of missing stuff compared to what is going to be game changing for this whole Apple Intelligence thing. As far as performance, it is what you expect from a high-end phone. There isn't an app or a task that slows this phone down at all. From running high-end video editing software to launching the camera, going into your favorite AI app is all smooth. And on the gaming side, Apple has surpassed Android. Not just hardware, because that's definitely debatable as there's some great chips on Android, but truly paying devs to make games and apps exclusive for iPhone. Apple Arcade has exclusive titles that you can't find anywhere else. And there's also legit AAA title games like Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, and an all-new NBA 2K, which has a deep My Player mode. And most of the features that you find on the console version of 2K, you find it on your iPhone 2K, which is crazy. Apple put a lot into gaming and it'll continue to get better and better. And even within their ecosystem, if I take this 2K game, put it on my iPad or Apple TV, I can resume playing in the exact same spot. Now, some apps and games on Android does that, but that is like a rare case compared to iOS where I expect it to happen with each game. But the Apple Arcade is behind a paywall, and as a person who hates monthly subscriptions, it's something I really wish I didn't have to deal with. The camera on the iPhone 16 is better between video and images. It's not enough to make you upgrade from the 15, but for someone who takes a lot of pictures, I am definitely seeing a difference. There's a new Fusion camera system which gives you a faster shutter and more consistent images, which I'm definitely seeing. And also video is better too, which I'm seeing as well. Now I will say the biggest change is definitely on the hardware side of things, but for me personally, I started using this camera app called Kino, and I think this camera app is great. I can lock in each setting, I can shoot in a flat log format even without an SSD, or if I want a better color profile, I can shoot normally but apply these LUTs and still get better colors. If you want to move into a pro workflow, there are so many ways to do it. So you first need a fast SSD, and this one from Samsung, the T9 PSSD, is tried and trusted for many years from me, and this is the newest version. We have read and write speeds up to 2000 megabits per second, and it can handle these files without an issue. You can even edit off the drive too. But if you don't want to do it that way, or you have a hub, then you can plug in your DJI mic, and I'm wearing this lav right here, and it goes straight to the phone. So you have a powerful camera in your hands. And then Moment has just released the new variable ND filter set, which I don't have just yet, but that will take it even further for me, and I'm so excited to use it. But that's not something most people will use, but that's something I love to do. And with the brand new color space and the Kino app and just the new thermals, this phone stays much cooler when shooting in high res. And it's something that I can just take with me and feel confident that I will get the shot of whatever I'm shooting. The camera overall, you'll find consistencies between all the lenses, especially with the new ultra wide that looks really good. Also, when it comes to macro using the ultra wide, it gives you some very unique perspectives. Ultra wide is great for taking selfies or showing off that landscape scenery around you. We also have new photography styles, which has been here for a while, but now you can really fine tune it. And it's a feature I didn't use last year, but this year I'm still playing with it. Basically, you can find a setting for an image that you like, and then you can bake that into the image next time you take the photo. And you can also change it after the picture is taken so it's not permanent. It's not a filter, but it's really like a profile for that image. It's really hard to explain, but my favorite one is it's amber. I think amber looks really good, especially during the fall time. The biggest issue I had with my iPhone last year was battery life. And finally, we have a better battery, one that can last a full day, even when I throw all the weird stuff I throw at it. I can even leave the house without a battery pack because I'm confident I will make it. Finally, first time in 2 years. We have MagSafe charging, which is almost as fast as wired charging now with the new MagSafe puck. And that's it. I really wish I can say more and dive into this video more, but we really need to wait for this hardware to get tested with the new Apple Intelligence stuff. I'm enjoying the features so far on the beta version, but yeah, there needs to be a lot. So here's the iPhone 16 Pro Max. A lot of great stuff, but we're still waiting for a lot of stuff as well. If you're looking to upgrade your iPhone and you have the 15, you should definitely wait because a lot of the Apple Intelligence things are going to be coming to the 15 as well. But if you're coming from like a 13 or a 14, you can still get the 16 because it's going to come to the phone eventually. And you're going to have a significant upgrade already. And I guess the way you can frame it in your mind is just, my phone is going to get better with the software update. But if you're a person who says, I just want to wait until it's ready, then yeah, you should definitely wait at this point. But those are my thoughts. I want to know what yours are. Kevin the Tech Ninja, have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.